everybody, it's your good buddy 650E here, and welcome to another episode of the New Bike Build Series. Hang on a second. I love doing that. That's how I announce my presence here at Sills BMW. But welcome to another episode of the New Bike Build Series. This is where I take a 2017 BMW S1000 RR that I purchased from Sills BMW, and I transform it into a motorcycle that I'd be proud to ride on the filthy streets of Cleveland. In today's episode, I don't know what the heck we're gonna do to this bike, but I know that we're almost reaching the end of the New Bike Build Series. The bike is looking fantastic. Last week, we installed 520 pitch chain and sprockets supplied to us by our good buddies at Moto Millions. And this week, we're going to do some more fantastic stuff. Hey, Zach.
Hey, how's it going, Eve?
Good, buddy. Richard, how are you?
Not too bad. What's up?
Love your shirt, Rich. Awesome. What are we up to today, Zach?
So, just getting prepared. I think we're going to get some coolant in the bike.
Oh,
Show
cool.
how to bleed coolant properly.
Yeah.
A couple of unique tools to do it with. And get the gas tank on and see what it sounds like.
Nice. This will be our first time starting the bike up since we installed the Brox Performance CT Megaphone exhaust, huh?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have fuel management yet.
Okay.
But we're working on that, right?
Yep. Our good friends at DynoJet are going to send us a Power Commander. And that should be fantastic. The bike's looking good, even in naked, even in Street Fighter form.
I know. It's looking real good.
Yeah, I love that chain and sprocket.
Yep. Moto Millions really hooked us up.
They did.
All right. Well, let's do some fast walking and get this thing on the bench.
Okay.
This may sound crazy, but I swear it's actually easier to push with the new chain sprockets. Like there's less rolling resistance.
Yeah.
I swear.
I think so.
We're going to take the cap off. I pre-drilled it because we'll safety wire it once we're all finished up.
Oh, cool.
This is one of my favorite tools. It's called a spill-free funnel. They actually come in a different package now.
Okay.
But it comes with a bunch of adapters and then right angle pieces so that we can get coolant into the motorcycle without it spilling all over the place, because otherwise you'd see it'd be kind of weird to get a funnel in there.
Super nice.
So, get this guy in. And once that's in there, we can make a series of bends.
Oh, nice.
And that'll get our funnel out of the way.
Well, is this a product that you said people come up and try to sell you stuff, and sometimes you actually buy
we
it?
have tool distributors, Matco, Snap-on as such, and I got this a long time ago. As you can see, the box has seen better days, but it's still hanging around.
Yeah, man.
And it makes life so much easier. I don't know what I did without it.
Wow.
There's another tool that you can use too called a lift pump, which we use on some of the bikes, and it puts the whole system under a vacuum and then sucks coolant from one container and puts it in. That's great because you don't have to bleed it, but there's a lot of setup involved.
Nice.
And I just think this is easier. We'll show you a couple of good tips and tricks for how to get all the air out of the system, because you don't want any air in your coolant system.
Okay.
It really affects temperatures, and it can actually cause your fan not to come on. So you want to make sure that your cooling system is bled correctly.
Okay.
And we're going to use engine ice just to stick with our mid-level track day prep. Pretty much, I believe everywhere throughout the country that I know of, this is fine for that.
Yes, it is.
So, and with our experience, it does fine on the street. Using red lines, sometimes that seemed to get powdery and just had some issues.
I remember one of my bikes that got powder.
Yeah, it just turned into powder.
Yeah.
So we haven't had that issue. This started to break down after about 2 years in your one bike, I think. So you probably want to keep up on it every year and a half, 2 years, flushing it out. But
okay.
Let's go ahead and open it up, and we just pour it in. And
maybe I could do that.
Yeah. We didn't have you do anything last time. So.
Yeah. We're kind of pressed for time in the New Bike Build Series. We're trying to get it wrapped up and get this bike delivered to its new owner soon. So that's why Zach does a lot of the work now. But for something like this, I mean, I can't make too much of a mess. You've already installed this freaking awesome thing on there.
Yeah.
Okay. And somebody's going to comment, he's never poured engine ice into his bikes before? No, I have not. So, how much do we pour in there, Zach? The whole thing?
Yeah, let's do majority of it. Okay. Yeah, just keep your hand on there, supporting the funnel.
Okay.
Listen for all the nice bubbly sounds.
I hear that. Are we going to see this reservoir fill up?
No, that we are not going to see fill up.
Okay.
I'm actually going to add hose clamp to that hose just so it doesn't.
I think it's going to take the whole thing.
Okay. We might have to open up a second one, huh?
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I'm the mechanic here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. Carry on.
I can open up things.
It was childproof.
I'm like Fredo from freaking The Godfather.
It was childproof, so I was worried.
See?
All right, look at that.
Put this in the garbage somewhere.
It's way over there.
Okay. Because if I were a mechanic, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be cleaning up. Like this leaf, I don't like stuff like that.
Me neither. Trust me, I have a battle against those leaves every day. Ask everyone else. They would make fun of me.
Stupid leaves.
That might be good.
Oh, yeah. It's not, yeah. Uh-oh.
That's fine, because it's not going to spill. That's the other awesome part about this. Because now, as we bleed it, it's going to suck this coolant in.
Gotcha.
There's actually tons of air pockets in here.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do, which I can also have you do, is if you look down here on the top of the water pump, there's a bolt with a copper washer behind it.
Sure.
This is to get all the air out. Air always wants to go up. That's the other good thing about that funnel. It's now the highest point, so we're going to get all the air up there. So we're going to loosen this up, and air is going to come out, and then coolant's actually going to start shooting out.
Oh, cool.
So
Out of here?
Out of here. And that's what we want, is some coolant to come out.
Okay.
Air is going to come out first and escape, and then coolant.
Okay.
So let's see if we can do that.
So do
you're
we-
going to want to back the bolt out most of the way, but try not to take it out all the way.
Because
otherwise it's just going to keep
Yeah.
shooting out coolant. So let's see what happens here.
Oh, cool.
We got plenty of engine.
Oh, coolant.
Here's your weapon.
Okay. So should we prepare with a rag or something? Or no?
We could put a rag down there.
I know where the rags are.
Okay. And I guess for in case disaster happens, I'll be ready with a pan.
Okay.
But I think you'll be able to. You did good with the drain bolt, so I think you're going to be fine.
Okay. Well, first off, I need a smaller guy than
You need a
this.
smaller one? Mm-hmm. All right. Try this 25 instead.
Thank you. There we go.
So probably want to take the ratchet off.
Okay.
Use the extension. Leave the extension on.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. And now spin it.
There we go. I'm learning your terminology here. But you said don't pull it all the way out.
Yeah, try not to. Keep some pressure on it. It looks like it's going to make you pull it out most of the way. If you want,
Bubbles coming out.
you want to switch to your... Oh yeah, here we go. We got some bubbles.
Yep. Keep going.
Yeah.
It's all the way out.
All right, so now you're just going to pull it, like tilt it out of the way, but get ready to put it back in once we get a good, steady... Oh, there you go. All right, lots of coolant. That's good.
Yep. Tighten it up.
Yup. All right.
I can
Excellent
do this.
work.
But like you said, the coolant found its way onto your tool somehow.
Yeah, it always does that. Okay, so go ahead, snug that back up with the
Okay.
ratchet,
Okay.
and I'll grab a torque wrench for you. Actually, just give it a good snug. It's tough to torque stuff
There it
with a
is.
crush washer behind it because
Yeah.
it crushes. All right, so now that's sealed back up. Other thing we're going to do is just squeeze these hoses.
Okay.
If you want to give them a squeeze, let's show
Like
that.
milking a cow or milking a teat.
Yes, exactly. I guess if you've done that before. And as you squeeze, we can see bubbles coming through the funnel up here. If you want to go over to the other side, there's another
Another hose.
excellent blue Samco hose you could...
I can teat.
Yes.
Okay. I hear it.
Yeah. Not too many bubbles, so that's good.
Okay.
Okay, and now the final step of what we're going to want to do.
We didn't
Is-
need this pan.
We did it. You did good. We'll switch. I'm going to roll it off the bench.
Okay.
And then we're going to put it on the side stand, which is going to put this funnel up even higher.
Okay.
And get some air out that way. You can see it has a long way to go because we're filling the radiator, It comes all the way through the hoses. It has to get through this thermostat housing here,
Oh, wow.
into the engine. There's all kinds of little passageways in the engine. So we're going to add a little bit more there.
Okay.
And that's good for that. What we're going to do next is just place our gas tank on, and we'll hook it up so that we can fire it up and run it until
Okay.
it gets up to about 180 degrees is when that thermostat opens up. And we want it to open up and suck all the coolant through, and then we'll call that bled.
Okay.
So we got to plug in our fuel pump and fuel gauge, plug in the fuel line.
I like the way those are so easy to plug in there, it seems.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job. There's definitely worse setups. Alright. These are just vent lines, so we don't have to hook them up.
Okay.
We should be ready to see what it sounds like.
Awesome. Oh! Okay. Well, we'll see that.
Okay, so we're running. We're up to about 150 degrees. While it's running, you also want to squeeze your hoses just to help expel any air. We went around and did that. Now you can go ahead and rev it a couple times too. That'll move the coolant through the engine. Plus, we get to check out our nice rocks exhaust.
Oh, yeah.
So we're at about 165. Like I said, I'm going to let it go up to 185, 190. We'll see some more bubbles. And then shut it down, top it off. That's pretty much how you change the coolant.
Okay.
So we've run it. It got up to about 190 right before that. We saw a bunch of bubbles, so we know the thermostat opened up. There should be no more air inside there, hopefully. If there is, it should just suck it from the reserve tank, which is what we're going to fill next.
Okay.
So to do that, this funnel comes with this really nice plunger too, which you'll just take. You can squeeze any radiator hose that's close to it, just so it raises the level of coolant. Put this stopper in, and then we can remove the funnel, and it'll hold our
Nice.
liquid, and it doesn't spill anywhere. Top off our reserve tank. So as the bike gets hot, coolant expands, and it'll fill this tank up. And sometimes if an air bubble comes out, or if it's cooler, it'll need to suck coolant from this tank.
Does
So
this tank have a line we're supposed to fill it
it
to?
does. It's on the other side.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Yeah, you're almost at the max. Do a little more.
Okay.
the max.
We'll leave it there because we're on the side stand too.
Okay.
That's actually meant to be set straight up and down. So
Gotcha.
once we get back on the bench, we'll give it a final top off.
Sweet.
So it sounded really good,
It
huh?
did, man.
I hope everyone liked that. That was
Yeah.
great. I think next we'll throw on the radiator and oil cooler guards.
Let's do it.
There we go. Nice and tight. Now the cap can't spin.
Nice.
Well, we got this really nice TWM quick action gas cap that we're going to install, so you
Oh,
don't have to
sweet.
use a key to put fuel in your bike while you're at the track.
Nice. And what are some of the benefits from this thing?
I was just looking; they're pretty amazing. This is a gas cap that some of the top AMA and European teams use. Unlike other caps, I guess this is machined from one complete piece of aluminum, one complete piece of billet.
Oh, nice.
So it's not from anything cast. Wow, it is really nice. It's really
Yeah.
light too.
It's the same cap sold under the Alpha Racing brand.
Yeah, that is really slick looking.
That is nice.
Well, let's go ahead and see what we have to do to get this guy on here. I know how this cap's held on. We got 4 screws underneath the gas cap. You want to make sure you don't drop these into the gas tank because
yeah.
they're aluminum, so you would be in there fishing them out for quite a while.
Wow. Hence, that's probably why you're doing that and I'm not.
Yes. Wonder if we can pull this gasket from the original. I wonder if we can use this guy. See this little gap that's starting to
I
form
do.
around here?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get rid of that gap.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. Much better. So we got the gasket underneath. Reuse your stock gasket. Snug these guys up. I don't know if it only fits one way.
Oh, wow.
Installed. Oh, that's-
Sweet.
that is nice looking.
It is.
That is really a high quality part. You can see all the machining in it.
Wow.
And then I think just to fill it, you just have to push down. Pops up.
Yep.
Right up.
Push down on it to tighten it again.
Don't even have to, you just twist it.
Okay.
But you can't twist it, you do have to push down
Okay.
to release it. But that is really nice looking. So push down on the blue part.
Okay. There we
There you
go.
go.
Pops off. And now to put it on, you just...
You gotta find the ones, there you go, and then just twist it.
Oh, that's sweet.
It clicks right in.
And it clicks, yeah.
Yep.
Love it.
It is. It takes you maybe just a couple seconds to get used to, but
Do I have one of these for my R1M?
we do.
Sweet.
We are putting one on the
I
R1
love it.
because you're gonna be keyless
Yeah, man.
on the R1. Next, we're gonna install our TWM clutch and brake levers. You
Okay.
can see they're relieved, drilled at the end for low drag.
Uh-huh.
I guess that was figured out in MotoGP that wind forces on your brake lever could actually create some friction on your brakes and cause them to fade.
Wow.
So that's a cool feature. They're also made out of aluminum, but then hard anodized in a way that won't fade if the sun
Oh,
doesn't.
nice.
Same
Wow.
thing with the gas cap too. It's not going to fade in the
Oh,
sun.
cool. That's awesome.
It's a high thickness anodizing they call it.
Right.
As you can see, they do fold if you were to have a tip over accident. So hopefully you'd be able to ride home.
Nice.
Got a nice weight to it. The brake lever is adjustable
Sweet.
on the end. Yeah, it's looking like a nice set of levers. Let's see what it takes to put these guys on.
Awesome. And these parts were supplied to us by our good friends at Moto Million. Use the discount code 650E when making a purchase on the Moto Million website and claim your discount. But these are some amazing parts.
First, we'll loosen up all the clutch cable as much as we can,
Okay.
which is spinning this adjuster in. That gives us a larger gap, more cable to work with.
Okay.
We'll remove the pivot. The only part that's really tricky about this is going to be getting the switch, the contact for the clutch switch back on.
Ooh.
And in the correct position. Hopefully that goes smoothly and well for us. So we put the lever on, you saw us mount it, but it had a bunch of play in it. And I wasn't really very happy with that. You weren't happy with that.
No.
So we took a second look, took a step back, and sure enough, in the stock lever, there was a copper bushing that you can see right here.
Yep.
It was pretty tight in here. It didn't want to come right out, so I just found a socket that was the same size and started knocking on it with a hammer. And we knocked it out, and sure enough, it fits right in here. And now that's going to have a much tighter fit on the pivot bolt. It's actually the same size, and we're going to lose that rock.
Nice.
I'm sure maybe when you order them, if you get a set of instructions, or maybe we should have looked up instructions that would have told us to do that. But We didn't see anything that said that, so
Yep.
unfortunately we had to dismount and try again, but I think this is going to be much more successful and nice in the long run. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, even without the nut on the bottom, before we could move it in and out, and it had
it was
up and down play.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, give that feel there much
Oh,
better. Right?
that is awesome.
Yeah. So that was worthwhile to go back and redo. That's for sure.
I am loving this bike. The more parts we put on it and the more it comes together, it's just outstanding. Special thanks again to our good friends at Moto Million. They're fantastic sponsors, as well as Brock's Performance, Bridgestone Moto USA, Pitbull Restraints, and everyone else that's helping us out on this project. Really, really appreciate it.
So now we got our TWM brake lever too. Pulled off the stock one. We're definitely going to need this piece off of it. So it looks like we're going to have to remove this bushing again. Alright, so we swapped out this little piece that actuates the master cylinder with a piece that came with the lever.
Okay.
And then we applied some moly grease to our pivot. And we're going to put it back together and see what happens.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we're going to have brake action. Just got to double check that the switch is going to work. Feels good. Should be adjustable. Yep. You can see we're adjusting the distance from the grip to the lever. Let's see if we get brake action.
Brake lights, yes.
All right.
Yeah. Success.
Into a hydraulic type switch. Excellent. Success. Okay. We just got to put our lock nut back on the bottom and we're good to go.
Yep, so it looks like we're about to install our Dicey 83 radiator and oil cooler guards, huh?
Yep.
Supposed to be effortless installation.
Yes. So we're going to try to use as little effort as possible.
Okay.
One thing that's good about radiator guards, pretty much all of them are held on with zip ties. They do this so the mounting points don't crack. If they were solid mounting points, they'd probably want to crack and do all the vibration.
Gotcha.
Since they're made out of lightweight aluminum.
That's cool.
So we're going to just get it out of the packaging here, and then we got to cut some foam strips. And we just put the foam pieces on the back in like 4 spots so it doesn't touch the actual oil cooler or radiator.
Okay.
And then we'll pre-route a couple zip ties through here and just place them on there.
Look at that. Moto Millions hooking us up again. Thanks a lot, Moto Million.
Here's our foam. Arts and craft time. Scissors.
Arts and craft with Zach.
Yeah. Came with this nice FAQ sheet. Frequently asked questions.
Oh, cool.
A lot of people ask, will it decrease the cooling efficiency? And I mean, of course, the answer is yes, it does a little bit, but it's so minimal
Yeah.
that you don't know it. But you should make sure that they're not clogged with rocks or leaves or anything, you know, because that will
Yep.
then decrease it. It's kind of like an offset of, well, this keeps a stone from damaging your $1,000 radiator. You might be 1 degree hotter,
Yeah.
or you have to buy a $1,000 radiator.
I know what I'd choose. The radiator guard.
Yeah. All right, so we got all our zip ties routed. I cut the ones for the radiator already. This one's for the oil cooler. Just going to take this handy tool here. It actually cinches the zip tie up for you.
Oh, cool.
Gets it a little tighter, then you can pull it by hand.
Yep.
It does cut it, but it doesn't cut it flush. So I have another cutter I like to use for that. Just gets it nice and tight. All right.
You've got tools for everything, don't you?
Yep. I think we showed these before. It just cuts the zip tie nice and flat so it doesn't leave that sharp edge protruding out of there and cutting yourself.
Yep.
All right, now we just got 2 screws to put back in there. And a couple clips because I wasn't sure how these guards were going to mount. Some of them used these mount points, but obviously these ones didn't. They just are held on with the ties.
Just got to route some hoses, huh?
Yep. A couple overflow hoses where they belong. Alright. And that's pretty much where we're going to leave it for the day.
Awesome, man. Well, it's going to stay on the bench, so we're not going to have any fast forwarding of you walking it outside today. We're going to install LED headlights in this thing next, and power commander. Anything else you can think of?
Yeah, we're going to move the air temp sensor up into the air intake so that it actually reads what the true air temperature is, because it gets a little heat soaked back in there. It'll read higher and then you lose some power.
Okay.
That's from Brent Tuning.
Yep.
So when we found that out.
We're also getting a Sprint air filter from Brent Tuning.
Yeah, and we'll put the Sprint air filter in. That's right up here. No big deal there. The LED headlights, they're probably going to be pretty time consuming, so we're probably just going to put them in. We'll show what the finished product looks like.
Yep.
And then, yeah, the power commander for our fuel management. And take it back out on the streets, run it around a little bit.
Take it to the dyno to see what type of power
Take it to the
produced.
dyno and see. Hopefully, we gain some power.
Awesome. And then we have to work on something that you haven't worked on just yet. That's a trailer installing
Yeah.
pit bull restraint systems.
We're gonna have to switch our hats to carpenters and install some restraint systems. But hey, that's gonna make the prize that much sweeter.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Well, thank you again, Zach, for today's video.
All right.
All right.
Thanks everyone for watching. Have a good one.
Thanks, buddy. So that was our good buddy, Zach, putting some finishing touches on our 2017 BMW S1000RR. Awesome bike. We've got a few more things to do. We're not quite done yet, but the series rolls on. If you like the video, hit the like button. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking subscribe. New videos are always uploaded to the 650 YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more, and as always, thanks so much for viewing from Sills BMW. I'll catch you next time.